"The only way," said one, "would be to break down the door of the pantry which they always lock at night." "But," said another, "that'll make so much noise it will wake up the whole house." "Then one of us," said the first robber, "will have to creep in through the window and unlock the door." "But the window is too small," said the third robber, "none of us can get through it." "But I can," called out Thumbkin. "What is that? Who is that?" called out the robbers, who commenced thinking of running away, and then Thumbkin called out again, "Do not be afraid, I'll not hurt you, and I can help you get into the squire's pantry." Then he came out of the hole in the tree, and the robbers were surprised to see how small he was. So they took him up with them to the squire's house, and when they got there they lifted him up and put him through the window and told him to look out for the silver. "I've found it, I've found it," he called out at the top of his shrill voice. "Not so loud, not so loud," said they. "What shall I hand out first, the spoons or the ladles?" he shouted out again, but this time the butler heard him and came down with his blunderbuss, and the robbers ran off. So when the butler opened the door, Thumbkin crept out and went in the stable, and lay down to sleep in a nice cozy bed of hay in the manger. But in the morning the cows came into the stable, and one of them walked up to the manger, and what do you think she did? She swallowed the hay with little Thumbkin in it, and took him right down into her tummy. Shortly afterwards the cows were driven out to the milking place, and the milkmaid commenced to milk the cow which had swallowed Thumbkin, and when he heard the milk rattling into the pail he called out, "Let me out, let me out, let me out!" The milkmaid was so startled to hear a voice coming from the cow that she upset the milking pail and rushed to her master, and said, "The cow's bewitched, the cow's bewitched, she's talking through her tummy." The farmer came and looked at the cow, and when he heard Thumbkin speaking out of her tummy he thought the milkmaid was quite right, and gave orders for the cow to be slaughtered. And when she was cut up by the butcher he didn't want the paunch, that is the stomach, so he threw it out into the yard, and a wolf coming by swallowed the paunch and Thumbkin with it. When he found himself again in the wolf's stomach he called out as before, "Let me out, let me out, let me out!" But the wolf said to him, "What'll you do for me if I let you out? I know a place where you can get as many chickens as you like, and if you let me out I'll show you the way." "No, no, my fine master," said the wolf, "you can tell me where it is, and if I find you are right then I'll let you out." So Thumbkin told him a way to his father's farm, and guided him to a hole in the larder just big enough for the wolf to get through. When he got through there were 2 fine fat ducks and a noble goose hung up ready for the Sunday dinner. So Mr. Wolf set to work and ate the ducks and the goose while Thumbkin kept calling out, "Don't want any duck or geese, let me out, let me out!" And when the wolf would not he called out, "Father, father, mother, mother," and his father and mother heard him, and they came rushing towards the larder. Then the wolf tried to get through the hole he had come through before, but he had eaten so much that he stuck there, and the farmer and his wife came up and killed him. And they began to cut the wolf open and Thumbkin called out, be careful, I'm here, and you will cut me up." And he had to dodge the knife as it was coming through the wolf, but at last the paunch of the wolf was slit open, and Thumbkin jumped out and went to his mother, and she cleansed him and dressed him in new clothes, and they sat down to supper as happy as could be.